Okay, Ryan Newman has joined us. We appreciate Ryan coming in. Ryan is the driver of the number 31 Quickset Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. And Ryan, talk about your mindset coming in here tonight at Kansas, or this weekend at Kansas, and how the car has been acting so far through practice.
Well, my mindset really was one of not knowing what to expect, knowing that Goodyear brought a tire here that nobody had tested. So after 2 practices today, I think they made a good choice, and that kind of gave us a good idea of what the speed was going to be like, and that speed is literally through the roof. So really fast with our Quickset Chevrolet for grip, but just pure raw speed, or we're I think the fastest we've ever been. At least it feels like it to me here at this racetrack. So it's a new opportunity for me this weekend with the Quickset Chevrolet. They are the leader in retail home security with respect to locks, and just proud to represent them, and hopefully can get them in victory lane.
Take some questions now. We'll start with Stan.
Stan Creekmore with RPMtonight.com. Ryan, if you will expand on the tire, did you run any extensive runs so that you can really know how well the tire will last and such?
I think our longest run was 10 laps, but based on our tire wears, everything looks really good. Been a lot of question marks, I guess, this year with respect to tire durability at different racetracks, and the speeds that we have here, put ourselves at risk no matter what. So I think Goodyear, at least at this point, has made a good decision on the tire that they brought.
Over here to Tom.
Hey, Ryan. Tom Jensen, FoxSports.com. Now that you've been out there, what do you think the race itself is going to be like?
The track has got to widen out, and I don't necessarily see the trucks widening the track out a whole lot, so I think it'll be more a matter of how much rubber we get down. I'm not exactly sure. What's the start time tomorrow? 6:30, so the sun will still be out, and we'll get a chance to put a little bit of rubber on our racetrack, and hopefully that'll make a big difference. When we're out there, I mean, it's barely two grooves wide now. You really couldn't race that. I mean, I'm saying 2 car widths, not 2 grooves. So it's going to be really dictated by that, how much we widen the racetrack out, and double file restarts and that part of it. I just don't see the trucks really making the track that much wider, just because of their speed and the quantity and quality of the trucks that are out there.
Additional questions will go to Nate.
Nate Ryan, USA Today Sports. Ryan, it seems like since the repave, that the racing has been a little different here because the tires have been so edgy. You go back to the fall race the last 2 years. Do you think that this tire, even though you said it's like untested, but it seems like it's holding up well, will it make for at least better handling, where you guys won't feel like you're on edge all the time? Or? Yeah, we're only on edge because of raw speed and what we're doing with our race cars to make them that fast. So the tire seems like it's got it's not going clear back to the days of Charlotte and Vegas when the tracks were repaved, and you were gripping the steering wheel for all your life just to get the first couple laps in, because you were going to spin out, and then the more you ran, the tighter you got. It doesn't seem to be so much that. So it was within a tenth or two on sticker tires versus hot scuff. So like I said, everything points to it being the right choice.
Over to John right here.
John Hausler, NASCAR Productions. Ryan, you were very consistent at Charlotte last season. You had 2 top 10 finishes. In the Coca-Cola 600, you finished 6th, and then in the fall, you finished 8th. How will you prepare for the 600 this year, now that you're on a new team, and maintain that success you had last year?
Well, the 600 is, to me, like the Southern 500. It's one of those races that I haven't won that would really mean a lot to win. So, having won at Charlotte in a nationwide car as well as the All-Star race, I know that I can get the job done. And we were close last year, like you said. I think we finished 6th. We had a bad restart there at the end, got hung up on the line that didn't go, which has happened quite a few times this year to me. But, hopefully that'll flip-flop and average out, and we can have some good restarts and put ourselves in contention at the end of the race there. I think that, it's a fun racetrack. It's so much different, 1 and 2 versus 3 and 4. You really have to approach the racetrack a little bit differently. But in saying that, it's so fast that you can't waste much time thinking about how you approach it.
Take two more. We'll go back in the corner to Jeff and in with Steve.
Hey, Ryan. Jeff Hood of RacingToday.com. With an engineering background that you have, what do you think, or do you kind of keep a keen eye when tracks go through harsh winters like here, maybe up at Iowa, Michigan? as far as if they have to do repaves or patch jobs. And what is this track like? Because I think they had a pretty harsh winter here this year.
Well, I don't know how you can. Yes, as an engineer, I always think of those things, but I don't think that you get the harsh winters here as much as you do get a harsh winter down in a place like. And for me, for instance, Talladega has aged more because of the sun in the summer, and I think the racetrack here just gets covered up with the snow and it just sits. I mean, it's insulated. It's got a jacket on all winter. So, yeah, I think they've done a lot technology-wise to help control the heave of the asphalt, and it's not getting bumpy as we expected it would, as maybe the last repave or two repaves ago compared to what we've experienced at other racetracks. But to me, I think the tracks that are up north kind of get that shelter from the snow that helps them get through the winter. And they have hot summers here, but you look at a place like Talladega, which to me has aged quicker than some of the other racetracks. It's just the heat is more a factor with respect to the oils and the aggregate that affects the way the racetrack ages.
Two more questions, Steve, and we'll finish with Jim. Go ahead, Steve.
Steve Post, Motor Racing Network. Ryan, 10 races in, everything but road courses so far with your new team. Assess kind of strengths, weaknesses, what you guys are working on now as you guys have gotten your arm around the program, or you personally have got the arm around the program over there.
Yeah, I think performance-wise, we've been really good. We haven't been the fastest. We're not leading the most laps or anything like that, but we're putting ourselves in contention. What we haven't done is sealed up the contention that we were holding. So, just that follow-through. I don't want to call it execution. I want to call it the follow-through of where we are and finishing it off hasn't been 100% or as good as it, I think it should or could be. So, when we're running 7th, we finish 10th. When we're running, 5th, we finish 7th. Those types of things. So we just need to shine up the performance a little bit with respect to finishing it and not just how we're running in the middle of the race. So outside of that, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a good experience. Me being the plug and play guy in an organization that has so much experience, and I feel like we have the tools and the things that we need to be successful. We just have to show it.
Final question, Jim.
Yeah, Ryan, Jim Pedley with RacingToday.com. On a track like this that is pretty freshly paved and which had some tire problems last year and now are going to a night race this year, would you have liked to have seen a night practice here this weekend at some point?
A night practice, you said? It doesn't really matter. I mean, you typically like to see a practice that matches up with your race time, but in the end, it really doesn't matter. It's a guessing game either way. It's a guessing game how much the trucks are going to affect the racetrack after we get done qualifying. I don't think it really matters in the grand scheme of things. I don't think it changes the outcome of the performance of the race if you look at the package as a whole from the grandstands.
Ryan, thanks for coming in, and good luck this weekend at Kansas.
Thank you.